that's where I fucking came involved and got pissed off about shit. You know what I mean? When you pick on the weak, I had to stand up for the weak, and I don't give a fuck. Well, I don't come to you, Big Outlaw. I mean, I don't got no problem with you, Big Outlaw. You're a mod in my fucking room. Why would I have a problem with you? Bubba came in here right now. I don't have a problem with Bubba. I don't. I don't think Bubba is actually to that level, though. You know what I mean? He just happened to where I got into it with Bubba was, and this is honest, he was saying shit about somebody. I heard it my own self. He was making fun of Abby, and really knew Abby, and I like Nick, and she's my friend. Abby's room, I met cool people there, and then they were picking on Abby, and I went back in fucking Bubba's room, and I heard him talking shit about him, and it just kind of pissed me off. And I heard, and you also said a lot of shit about Nick, which is my friend. So it kind of pissed me off where it was, you know what I mean? That's how I started to being mad at people, which I wasn't mad. It was kind of turned into a show. You know what I mean? It kind of turned me into fucking where I could go and bitch at somebody and have fun. Well, I must have rubbed Bubba the wrong way because he got really mad about it. And I was just having fun with it. And then it turned into, like, hate. And I don't hate Bubba, and I don't hate Big Outlaw. But I heard you guys say a lot of, like, I don't mind Glenn. Glenn's my friend. All right? And I was ghosting Bubba's room, and a fucking shit was going around about Glenn died. And I heard, and I watched people, hey, yeah, died. Well, that to me is kind of sad that you hate Glenn that much to be that way about. What did Glenn ever do to anybody to make them hate him, dude? I mean, why would you hate Glenn's room that much? I mean, why do, and then I started going to Glenn, and then I got people jumping on my shit about going to Glenn. Well, Glenn's, to me, he don't bother. I mean, all right, he calls whores. But what does he bother another faction? I mean, how does he bother in this faction over here with this faction? You're not fucking Muslims! Don't kill each other! I mean, to me, it's internet fun. If you want to fucking have fun and call people names and do whatever the fuck you do, cool. But why get to a point where you actually hate somebody, where you hate them? I had tried to have fun with it, and then it turned on me trying to have fun. So now I shut the fuck up about it, but now I'm not shutting the fuck up about it, but it was just kind of, I mean, I just never really understood. Then I got people shutting my fucking YouTube videos down, and for what? They shut my fucking Facebook page, my Jerko Facebook page down because a bunch of people turned it in for that's not a real person. Well, who gives a fuck? You know how many people got Facebook pages that aren't really them? Who cares? But they shut the page down, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why would you do that? But it's stupid. Here's another one, Nate. Nate is a great guy. And he don't get picked on because now that he's in my room and he's a mod, and I hope he don't, and I hope nobody in my room, a lot of people came in here and said, because they were a mod, because they were my mods, and they picked on them. I mean, they really did, man. And it was like, wow. And it was like, and then, like I said earlier, I had a guy come in here and say, he shut me down. That's why I don't cast anymore. Come on, man. You don't think I have a real life and maybe I was doing something with my life that you are that important that you shut me down? Well, if you are, then that's why I said, if you are that important, then why don't you come in here under your real name and tell everybody who you are? And that would make you important. You know what I mean? If I wanted to, all right, here, listen to this. If I wanted to be a fucking asshole, I would actually come in places under my real name so I could show people how much of a fuckhead I am. And let you know I'm a fucking asshole. Watch out for R0ckin fucking Ron. Because I'll fuck you up. And then everybody can go, that dude's fucking nuts. And he goes around and fucks people up and blah, 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 blah. Then I'm important. Then I can say, yeah, I'm a fucking troll. But if you're a troll under a guest name, how can you be important and be cool and act like you're all this when you're not really that, though? I mean, you're not that. You'll never get my Skype, Outlaw. No one will get my Skype. You ain't banning my IP address, motherfucker. It ain't working. It ain't working. And you know what, Big Outlaw? I don't mind. Oh, dude, I've talked to you about get problem with you, man. I'm just talking internet fucking the way it goes, dude. You know, and I'm not picking you out of anybody. I'm not, Outlaw. I'm not picking you out of nobody. I did before, and I told you, dude, you used to come on here, and you used to do a show and bitch about everybody's cast. And go, R0ckin Ron's a drunk. Frank Taylor's gay. Nate's gay. And Nate already knows it, so he don't care. And so-and-so's a retard, and blah, blah, blah. And I know you did. I mean, but I used to go in your room and watch you do it. And the only thing was you didn't get popular doing it. I didn't mind your show. I really didn't. I went in your fucking show, and I used to go to your buddy's show. He was a big dude. What the fuck's his name? He used to sit with his old lady in his living room, and he was cool too. You know what I mean? I used to go to your show and watch you guys, man. It was you weren't that bad, man. You just never made it. And I thought, I thought that you were jealous because you didn't make it. You know what I mean? But you're not. I mean, you're not. You didn't turn into fucking, and I know he's watching right now, is let's stalk. You're smarter than that. I know you are. I mean, I've seen your show. Well, you didn't. Well, you didn't, because if you'd have kept going with it, you may have, but you didn't keep going with it, dude. You didn't come on enough. You came on every now and then and you bitched about other people's shows, which you were probably the first one to do that. So you beat other people to the punch. If you would have kept it up, you may have been there. You know what I mean? Because you actually, I'm going to give you credit. Everybody in the room, listen to this. Big Outlaw this was when Vaughn was around for a while, but it was before all the blog TV and Stickum and all of them went and sucked on it. Big Outlaw actually used to do a show, and I used to go to your show, dude. You probably don't remember me going in your fucking room. I used to go to your show, and you sat in front of your fucking microphone, and you talk shit about everybody's show you'd go down the list, and it was funny. To me, it was funny. You weren't being a fucking troll about it. You were just telling people, and it was funny. You go, Miss Vicky's fucking ripped tonight. Look at her. Fucking blah, blah, blah. Puke on her front shirt. You know, it was funny. Then you go to the next one. You go, look at this motherfucker. Then you kept going down the list. It was funny, dude. But you didn't keep it up to where it didn't make it, is what I'm saying. The reason it didn't make it is because you didn't keep doing it. You never got to the point where, you were one of the first ones that did that. Now, if you look at other people that come on here, they copied you, actually. Well, they copied you, dude. Joe Walsh copies you. He's not here no more that I know of. I haven't seen him cast, but he copied you because Joe Walsh did the same thing you were doing. But he got popped. But actually, you did it before, and it was more of a... The dude didn't actually... I'm going to tell you something. A lot of people... I've heard people go, Big Outlaw's an asshole. Well, yeah, he's an asshole, so what? Everybody's an asshole to a point.